someone else. She was kind of like Stedman, you can ride this wave real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a billionaire and I'm gonna ride with you. So how is she like? Is that the new type of queen, like the independent queen that she just does her own thing? Is that like a category?
Well, obviously, women are doing very well for themselves. But like I stated, being the queen is supporting your people. She don't start the schools, foundations, putting people through college, scholarships. I mean, that's what a queen does. She looks out for her people. Not say her people, but people in general.
Yeah.
That's
She looks out for the community.
Right, that's what she does, so I respect that. And being the queen isn't about having a crown on your head. The true crown is your heart. Having a good heart and uplifting your man. Because right now, we've been talking about many different topics. Men need to be resurrected. A lot of men today are walking dead. You know what I'm saying? And so,
why do you think that is?
I mean, just the world is beating us up. I used to be one of them. The world is beating us up, and we're giving up on ourselves. We're giving up on our responsibilities. We're not protecting the women like we're supposed to be doing, providing. Instead, we're disrespecting, degrading, abusing, and all that.
Can one say that the shift in gender roles and the power that women are now increasing is starting to make men not necessarily understand where they fit in certain situations? Because I feel like sometimes when a woman is too capable, quote unquote, or way too overly involved in every aspect of domineering, I feel like a man doesn't know how to fit in there.
Well, there's an imbalance.
There's an imbalance. So now we have to come to the realization: are these gender roles that we're trying to blur now? Is this not going to work? Should we have to go back to some of our natural things? Like, there's things that this partner does in the relationship and there's things that this partner does in the relationship. And I feel like, and this is me, and this is speaking from a feminist point of view, I feel like sometimes, even though we fought so hard for this, like it's biting us in the ass now. Because it's like, you fought so hard to be equal, that now guys are like, figure that shit out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now, it could be maybe that the man is broken down. I never looked at it like that. Like maybe he feels like, damn, like she's taking away my essence of a man. Is that what it is? Maybe there's something that there's a whole style of women like me right now that we may not even be aware that that's what's going on.
That's exactly what's going on, and it's not necessarily the women's fault. I mean, when right now, I believe let's talk about the black homes. I believe it's about little over 70% of the black homes are single mother homes, and so you having a generation of young men and women growing up with a woman running everything, and not having a loving man in the home. So a lot of these guys, for instance, you have a lot of guys walking around sagging their pants, showing their ass, so to speak, thinking that's sexy. They're getting that, from the feminine energy, too much of the feminine energy in the home, and don't have a loving male in the home to balance things out. So they're picking up the feminine ways.
And brother,
you know what I'm saying?
Elaborate on that, how that relates to homosexuality.
Big time. Because it's...
Please elaborate on that.
I mean, homosexuality, in prison, I've never been in prison, but in prison, that's a sign that you're gay when you're sagging your pants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I walk down, sometimes, I'm going to the store or I'm driving, there's guys literally showing their butts.
The entire box.
Everything. As a matter of fact, it's off.
It's ridiculous.
They can just pull the drawers, down and, do whatever. But
crazy.
It's definitely something that we need to address because we can't afford to lose another generation like this. You know what I mean? So
let me ask y'all both the question because you're always giving an example, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's look at then on the flip side of the positive examples where a woman has been so crazy successful and still have found a king. I'm just going to use two. No, still.
Okay.
Michelle Obama, Beyonce. At the end of the day, if we talk about Oprah, will any of us ever agree that Stedman was even remotely close to being on the same level? Not even above her level, but on the same level. Because I feel in any predominant relationship, y'all either got to be equal, and slightly may sound sexist, I feel the man needs to be elevated a little bit because he plays a leadership role. So did Oprah ever really find her Jay-Z? Somebody that is on her same level, whether it's the industry, whether it's money. Well, are you looking for a Gail or are you looking for a Jay-Z? What are we looking for?
Possibility.
Can we flip it and say women are settling with just having either a sexual partner or that because they feel so empowered that they feel they can handle everything on their own, that they don't need direction anymore? Versus a man being broken, But at the end of the day, when they look at their options, a man really hasn't stepped up to the plate. I don't want to put this on women by no means, because they were only handed because they were dealt. Above anything else, women were always put behind the 8 ball, especially if you're a woman of color. So while yes, a lot of women can do different things to help empower the black man, it still comes down to the black man leading, because there's no way you're going to tell me a woman of color, whether you're Spanish, black, whatever, hasn't supported her man of color more than any other culture.
And I think, honestly, that if you are dating a successful, like, it's cool. Like, a man, when he sees a successful woman, he might get turned on. Like, a certain man will get turned on by that. He wants to date that. When he starts to date that, those men, they get insecure. They be like, well, why are you working so much? Why are you doing this? Like, hold up now, you know I was doing this before. Ain't nothing changed. What you doing? It just magically happens. No, we got to put in some time, especially when it's your own. When it's your own, you put in more than 8 hours a day. So then you have that man that's like, she's amazing. He's telling all his friends, she's amazing. But then when you date her, you can't deal with the stresses that really it takes to really date that queen, that independent queen. And that's the problem. It's not men, because the reality is it's a lot of women like the two of us that have our own, that do our own, that are successful. Men want to date us. When they do date us, because they come to us, whatever, we go out, have fun, whatever. As soon as it starts to get to that level of, maybe that's when they start trying to pull back your work time. You're like, wait, hold up now. Yeah. And they're not willing to give you that money you're missing. They're not willing to say, let's grow together, because it's now something else.
I think, and no offense before this camera here gets at me. No offense. I think that sometimes in some relationships, and I can speak from a true place within myself, sometimes when you're a very overachieving woman, the man finds a way to bring down your confidence. He may not necessarily stop you from going to work. He may not necessarily stop you from hustling, but he'll find a way. He'll find a way to break your confidence somehow, either by being hyper jealous, being overly critical. And I'm not saying that. And I feel like the thing that men have over women is that men know how to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna allow that to shift myself. Women, unfortunately, sometimes get shifted when the person you lay in the bed with is trying to break your confidence.
I think it's women deciding what I want to deal with on a regular basis, and do I really want to argue? Let me just change certain things to kind of make that person happy. That, I think, is the problem. I don't think the problem
is that intentionally. I think men are a lot smarter than you think.
But I'm saying he did it intentionally because he knows that after a while you're going to be like, I'm tired, I don't want to do this anymore. But I don't think it's due to the lack of self-esteem. I think it could just be due to sometimes I just want to make it work. Sometimes I really don't feel like arguing about this, so let me do it differently. I don't think it breaks self-esteem. I think it may take a while for you to decide, I really don't want to deal with this crap, and then I'm out. Right. But if you really, sometimes when you're making that relationship work, you have so many people saying, okay, you got to give a little, take a little. A lot of times we take that as our careers if we're those independent women, and it shouldn't even be a comparison. It shouldn't be. If you're with someone and you're a strong, independent person doing your thing, whoever you're dating needs to match that. And that's our problem. We want something else. And when we get with them, it appears to be matching. It appears that it looks good, and it takes about 3-4 months for us to realize, this shit really working out.
Sometimes people match in a way that has nothing to do with economical strength. Like a person matches in a different way.
Yeah, but
it could be. It could.
They match somehow.
I don't think so.
I dated. I've been married. I did not get those. I thought I got them.
I got 2 questions.
What's that?
One. These independent, strong, such progressive women. Can I get 2 of them?
Soldiers.
I just need 2 of them.
Rick, I will. First time.
Give me 2. Give me 2.
Let's get 2 reasons. With 2 viable candidates.
Go ahead, girl.
All right, let's get it.
That's that PR girl. Get your life.
Don't think I'm back now. But I think, and another question is, so you want someone who's constantly, I'm assuming y'all consider yourself queens, constantly growing, constantly striving, right? And you want someone who's on that same type of path. But then I think y'all don't acknowledge, why don't y'all acknowledge that y'all going to constantly grow apart?
What do you mean by that?
Because the more time you spend apart, the more time
okay.
Right.
But then that goes back to that other part. Like with me, again, I can't speak on show me, I speak on my personal, I'm cool with that. But with me, I do a lot of different things. One of the things that I'm good at is, like, for instance, in my marriage, I do my community events. help me. Let's do this together. Let's grow. If I'm speaking and on the panel,
he
let's.
has his own set of
But
things.
no, again, that's that thing.
Someone-
That's that,
Let me help you out, let me
hold on,
help you
but
out.
that's that part.
Right.
Hold on, that's that part where that person
Right.
comes in and is like,
You-
I
you
love what
fit-
you're doing. I want to help you grow. I want to do this together.
Let-
We want to do this and make it work together. I want to uplift you. But
There's
then
no
when you
way.
get, once you lock that bad boy in, it changes.
Let me help you out. Think about it this
People
way, brother.
act. People act
You a
amazingly
head
great
coach of your
sometimes.
team, right? Because we all got our own team, whether it's our wife, whether it's our people's, whatever, right? If you are looking for a running back, right? You sit down with that running back, what can you provide me? This is you sitting down with your woman, right? This is how we get it, this is what you came in to do. You came in running a 4-2. Hold on. You came into the draft running a 4-2. You came in with hands. You came in understanding what it is, that you already got other teams looking at you and all that. We're going to break it down in sports because we're men right now. So if I'm going to sit down with you as a GM or as an owner, understanding you run a 4-2, understanding you need the ball, understanding you need this, that, and the third, how then 3 months down the road can I put you on the bench and I understand that you have problems with that? That's why black men really, just men in general, you want to put it on black men. Men in general don't understand the woman that they with. I've had that problem several times, that I thought she was this, she is not this, I tried to make her into this, she is not going to do that, now we have a problem.
That's not what I'm talking about. I understand what you're saying, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, okay, so I've learned in my little bit of time on this earth, a relationship takes time. You have to put time into the relationship. So now you have these two independent people who don't really have time for something that is not, they're not benefiting from immediately, or especially like through their job, career-wise.
We're keeping in people that are successful, make a lot of money.
People,
okay.
so these are the,
maybe people should date people that do what they do then.
That's what I'm saying. You set an expectation.
but then if
I
they
need
do
to
what
stop-
they do,
Then they won't have time.
they still won't have
Nah,
time.
but they will. That's why Beyonce and Jay-Z works. That's why
Because they're both
Michelle.
entertainers.
Because
At
at the
this
end of the
point,
day,
they work,
they
but
didn't
we
go
don't know
in
what
and
happened
say,
before
"Listen,
that."
you are not going to be able to suffice because I can
Yeah,
understand
and
what
they
you're
bring
doing."
out Jay-Z and they bring
But
out Jay-Z
you
and
gotta set a
Beyonce
standard.
like there
You got
was
to
some
set a
big
standard.
incident in the elevator.
You got to.
Like there's not these
Come
big
on, we
things.
didn't say black
Like
people
that-
don't
that's
fight.
perfect.
We ain't never,
Right.
we ain't never
So-
said that
Right.
they our parents fight.
Listen,
We ain't
I-
never gonna
But this
see
is
that.
the,
We
but
ain't
this
gonna
is
say
the
that.
difference. That's the few time that's the few time that you have somebody that grew together. They end
Bruh,
up,
the Bible
luckily
was
for
only
them,
written
their
once.
situation grew together.
The
Exactly.
Bible
I just
was only
see.
written once.
Listen.
All you need is one example, and you stick
Well,
to that
actually, the
example.
Bible was written
Well,
twice.
no, I'm
but-
saying what people. Well, the Bible was actually written several times in several religions.
Well, it was
We're talking about
translated
that.
a few times.
We
but
talking
it was
about people
written-
believe
it was
right
written
now
twice.
that King
Look,
James
y'all, that's unbelief
version.
since we don't believe in
No, no. I'm just saying that's what they had a great convocation and they rewrote the
Right, right.
Bible. And then
I
it's
know.
translated.
Speaking for all the single ladies, you know what I'm saying? All the independent girls.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna speak to that. Let me tell you something. I am busy.
But
I'm busy because I like to be busy. I like to do things. I'm a hustler.
busy keep you out of trouble.
I like money.
Keep
And
money
anybody
in
that
your
knows me
pocket.
personally, I'm about this paper and I do it. That's why I'm a hard-working individual. That's who I am. I've always been
Respect,
hardworking.
respect.
It is what it is. I do what I do and I'm not lazy. But I don't want a man that's lazy. I want him to be busy too. I want him to have things
Yeah.
going on.
But
I-
exactly. Hold on.
That's-
Show
Excuse
me.
me, excuse me. I had an ex-boyfriend that lost his job one time, okay? I came home. It was like 6 in the afternoon. He was laying in bed.
But show me.
Do you know how that made me feel inside? I'm like, why are you laying in bed in the dark and the sun is out? Like, what is going on right
Do
now?
you have that attitude though because it was in your brain, or do you have that attitude because of the person that you are?
Both.
Really?
It is both. You want to know why?
Give it to me.
Because number one, I come from a society that I'm still from my minority background, and there is a machismo
Right.
aspect to what I believe a man should behave like.
Okay.
I do not believe that men should ever be less strong than I am.
But is that because the men in
because
your
of
life
that,
have set that example?
Because I was brought up like that.
So
and I can't
is
take
that
out
you?
of my
That's
mind.
you. That's not really.
No,
That's
but
not,
like here's my
that's
thing. I
you.
agree with you.
The influences.
I agree with you. My only thing is like, for instance, life happens. So if a man did lose his job, you know, we've all.
I'm being harsh. There was things led up to me.
Y'all not gonna run away. Y'all not gonna
on
run
the
away.
table and on the couch.
Y'all keep running away. Women will find a way to run away. Listen, I'm trying to. Okay, a personal experience. Personal experience. Women tell me I'm the problem in a relationship that I no longer want to be in.
I can't.
Like
hate it when
I can
women
sit
do
here
that.
and tell you, like, listen, we tried and we had a nice time, but we're to a point where it's not working for me anymore.
But she wants to fight.
And then I go, I'm out. But then she's trying to find a way to make it like
To pull you back in.
pull me back in. No, you can't just cleanly break up with me. What the hell? No, yes I can, because listen, you're a busy person. You got your thing going on. You continue on. It's time for you to try the next one. I think that's the biggest problem. I think with women, they think that just because I did this relationship, it needs. I don't think y'all comfortable in a failed relationship.
No, we all understand a woman will
am.
fight and fight and fight
No,
until the
I
last
think,
beat
like-
of love is in her heart for you, for you to get better and change. I've been with so many women that literally I will tell them to their face it ain't gonna work, but because they believe they can change me, they're gonna stay.
Oh, so
Men
now
don't
it's not
have
the
that
men
mindset.
who's changing.
No, but men gotta go on. I mean,
I think a lot of women
personal
have that
aspect.
issue that
No, they do.
they want to like build the guy.
Exactly, they want to
big
build.
brother.
It's a build the
It's a
bear.
lot.
It's a
It-
build the
it
bear
is.
for women.
So
And they want to be the person say, I made him.
So
I did
did
that.
that.
so you went and got a shell of a man.
No, hold on. No, don't call it shells. Don't call it shells now.
A shell.
I definitely dated a
No.
couple of shells. I
No, hold
definitely
on.
dated a couple
Let's
of
not
shells.
say women.
They do, that's the problem.
Let's not say people don't have flaws.
Just go for
Let's
the
not say people don't
hashtag.
have flaws. It's just, at the end of the day, everybody needs building. But where a man will cut off building his woman versus where a woman will cut off building her man are two totally different
Oh yeah,
spaces.
it's way earlier.
Two totally
for men.
different spaces. You can say the wrong thing or make the wrong comment and do this done with you.
Okay, so people love to use Michelle Obama
Right.
and Barack, right?
Okay.
Who you thought built who?
Honestly, we all know Michelle built him. At the end of the day, every
So
woman,
now
every
I'm gonna
culture
go
builds
with
it.
it. We can
Every
stop.
woman
We
builds
can-
the culture.
We're talking
builds it.
about
So-
building another person, but that we're looking at it the wrong perspective. What you need to be thinking about is, and for everybody who's tuning in, can you
Don't forget about it. I love it. Go ahead.
can you build together?
Yeah.
That's going to keep you together. Because like you said, you know, the more you work apart, the more separate you be. Can you build together? Can you connect the stars together? Can you build pyramids together? Like, you know, the queens of the Kushite queens of Ethiopia or Kemet. You know, you had queens running territories by themselves. They had their own sovereign power. They didn't necessarily, not they didn't need a
Well,
man.
historically,
The man
women
understood
used
his
to be
role.
the hierarchy in the past before things changed. There
Say it
was a
again?
Not
time-
only in the
No.
royal family.
No, in the past,
Only in the
no,
royal
no, I'm
family.
talking, no, I went to Catholic school, I studied religion.
Yeah.
So people used to praise women as their goddesses back in the day. That's
Exactly.
the way it was, and then it changed when women were voluptuous, very big breasts. That means you were more fertile. Things were very different before.
Right.
Women were praised for being, the heavier the woman was, the bigger her breast was, the more fruitful she looked, and the more she was praised, and she was Mother Earth. So that's where that term comes from.
Right.
This is the reality.
She on-
God used to be a woman to everyone, and then someone changed that perspective.
Oh, you're going to love this book. See this right here? I'm glad you said that. Before there was ever a father God concept, there was a mother God.
There was.
Especially, you know, throughout the ancient civilizations of Africa. If you look at the book cover, you see the lady on the left here, that's Queen Aset. That's what she represents, Queen Aset. And the original trinity was Asar, Aset, and Haru. That was like the family structure. And so when the Europeans came in and colonized Africa, they realized that the African men worshiped the black woman, the mother god. You know what I'm saying? They call them, it was a mother god, a queen of the universe, mother nature, and all that good stuff. So they seen that was our source of power. So what they had to do was they had to flip the scale. So now instead of worshiping the black woman, we degrade the black woman. So when you degrade the source of your energy, you yourself are degrading yourself because she's the source.
Because
And
I
didn't
mean,
you
it's
say your
toxic
biggest
to
records
me.
that you liked over here was the ones that remind you of shaking your ass, bitches and hoes and all that? Didn't you just say that?
I don't think just said
I
that.
did
No,
not say that.
you said the song.
I made
Oh,
one. No, and I sound like him. Seriously, you know what? I'm good.
That's what happened when
He almost had me
No,
on
you
his
said the
side. He
songs-
sent me all the way
the
to the
songs
I am
you
not agreeing with
remember.
nothing else you say for the rest of the day.
You remember,
We
you said
we
you remembered from the strip club who was
Boston's finest
shaking that
03.
ass.
We're done. Boston
Shaking that
I did not say that. Boston finest 03. Evidently, listening is not his strongest suit. He cannot tell a female's voice that is high pitched from that deep old voice from Ray.
I remember you
No.
saying
I
you
don't
the songs
think
you
that's what
remember.
I
I
were in the
said,
strip
I know,
club.
I said that when you're in the strip club, a lot of times with the dancers dancing, you remember those songs.
Right.
So a
Now,
lot
what
of
songs they
times.
dancing to?
You was being hypnotized. You was being
No, I've heard trap
hypnotized.
music. Like one of my favorite, like Jeezy, I forget what it was, Trap or Die, whatever. What is one of them songs? Whatever.
White
it was.
girl?
I don't remember, but it was something. One of the girls was up on the pole, probably before Tip Gerald.
But what I'm saying is, are any of those songs saying you're a black queen, you're beautiful, empower your culture?
While you're
Exactly.
shaking your butt?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I wrote a song called Black Queen, and every lyric in that actual song is towards empowering the black woman. And I promise you, it's a back that ass up type song. I
But
promise
But
you.
here's
It's
my
on- it's on the
thing.
CD?
Here's
Nah,
my
I
thing.
just wrote it.
Here's my
I'm cutting it
thing.
right now.
When you can embrace and respect the black woman with her curves and loving her
Got
body
to,
and her
got to.
shape, and that's what it is, because in Africa that's what it was. Like there was a gyration of the hips, so it's nothing wrong with that. But it's
Shout out to
also
African
like
dancing.
let's get
I
it
think it's
straight.
called Mapungo, Mapuka, or whatever the natural term for
It's so
twerking
poppin'.
is.
But however it goes, it's like this. Like he says, it's different types of queens. I consider myself a queen because I will twerk. I do like booty movements. So one of my favorite songs is
Get
"From
it.
the Damn Ground," and that was pre-South. So let's get this real. That is one of my favorite songs. Like outside of professional work, those who know me real personally know I will have some fun times. Okay, we will do that. But I also give back to my community. I also have a nonprofit, a 501c3. I have a mentoring program for girls. I also do a lot of different things to enlighten K through 12 education. Like that's what I do. So I may do all this other stuff, but in my daily life and what I do, and Show Me could attest because she sure supported Ella's Day. Thank you, a day of cancer, a day of pampering for cancer survivors and fighters. Yes. She understands, like, I do a lot of talking, I do a lot of crap talking, shit talking, whatever it is, and I play a lot, but the reality is the life I lead and what I really do, I'm really about this life. Right. And I do this every day, all day. We can sit and joke and do all this, but I will twerk and I will get up the next day and do a begging ass community event.
You're not allowed to do it.
No, you
That's
are.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
So it's all types of. That's what I'm saying. It's not just one. Like like you said. Oh, you like the girls bouncing.
right here.
I like the girls bouncing. I'm a bounce, but that doesn't mean I have to go out here. Like, what I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna have these foster girls that I may mentor come in and go to my Instagram and I'm posting twerking videos. Now what I do in my private life. That's my
Let me
private
ask you a
life.
question then. With that same concept,
I know, I'm just saying, like,
I'm not flipping on that. I just want to flip it into an artist aspect. How then can you respect or listen to an artist that says, oh, watch me go to the community and donate. Watch me go talk to the kids. Watch me go talk to the youth. But their live single is go cop that gun, go sell that pack, let's go do it. How can you justify that?
I don't.
So then how can you then...
You're not going to have those, but again, that's up to those people. Like, I do events all the time, been doing over a decade, and I'm not going to have those people on my events. Like, when I'm doing events that are not those people. Like, it's up for me, who I know that my event is going to hit the masses. So who I choose to put on that stage and give that mic to, that falls on me. So why would I put...
Though some people
it would, but it's not art for what I'm doing. Like, to each his own. So I control what I do. For 10 plus years, I've been controlling what I do, and it's been working fine. Now, there's other people that do it totally different, but it works for me to not put those people on. It works for me to say, hey, a DJ Rami, you may be in the strip club all day, but you got these kids single. These kids love you. Let's go ahead and do it this way. Just know that I can only put these certain things up.
And like DJ Rami did that. That's My Dogs with YD, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I love exactly what you're saying, and I agree with that, and I just feel that the gatekeepers, I call people like you gatekeepers, because you have the power to put people on stage, you have the power, just like Show Me, to put people on this mic. So I just ask all the gatekeepers out there to stay true to that. If in your private life, you believe that there's injustice, that you want to do certain things and this, that, and the third, then in your public and business life, make sure that translates. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
Okay,
It's a
well,
big
we kind of
responsibility.
went over our time by a little bit. But, you know, that's it's the conversation. Like, I'm engaged, I'm loving it. I think Show Me done found a love connection. She don't keep winking at King Kevin.
You already know what happened the last time. You already know what happened the last time. playing around with
Look,
guests.
look,
You already
look.
know what happened the last time.
He
we played
told me
around with
he
guests.
wouldn't date me. I'm too aggressive. I'll take it. That's all I'll be saying.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna be real petty. Guess what? I say what I mean what I say. I don't speak in subliminals. So whoever out there is thinking I'm saying something I'm not saying that.
Yes, she is.
No.
I'm messing. But you know, the reality is, like I said, this is an amazing show. Before we leave, I would like each of you gentlemen to let us know, like 30 seconds or less, your blueprint to success. We'll start over here with, I talk so much noise and I like all this booty clapping stuff. Let's come on, Mr. Boston.
Listen, once again, it's your boy James Nino. You can visit me at jamesnino.com. Look up the hashtag or the link James Nino. Instagram is on Boston's Finest 03. You know, regardless of all the aggressiveness or how much shit I talk, it comes from a good place. I do this for the culture and I don't play about my shit, alright? So when I say, I mean, and I do. And I respect everybody that does it, but I promise you I'm going to challenge you because we live in a day and age that it's just not right that you can say one thing and do the other. Because everybody else that's coming against us is doing that. So we got to say and do it at the same time. Again, jamesnino.com.
Tell people how to follow you on Instagram.
You can find me again, Boston's Finest 03. Everybody that's on my Instagram Live, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all cop that. The EP will be out in a week on iTunes, Spotify, everything like that. And I promise you, I got music. It ain't gonna feel like it's some social music. It's gonna feel like you out here. But it's for kings and queens only. So let's get it.
Shout out. Go.
There he go with the voice. Some of y'all got the voice.
My turn?
Go ahead.
Hey, what it is, man? Y'all know about when I was Spitter, man. You know, represent that limitless grind. That's my brand. Limitless grind. I mean, grind to infinity. I mean, the grind don't stop. That means you got to keep it going regardless of whatever. You feel me? So, yeah, y'all can follow me at on all social media at Winwood Spitter. Everything Winwood Spitter. YouTube Winwood Spitter. You feel me? So, yeah.
And y'all know when was popping now.
It's popping now, you feel me? But yeah, that ain't, you know, that ain't the real one.
I just found out tonight that
I didn't know that.
they got some good drink specials. I didn't know it was a real nerd. No,
I thought they just called it when.
Yeah, because it was like art. I didn't know it was like an actual
But
name.
that
Yeah,
goes back to what I'm
I
saying
didn't
about
know it was called
financially
Winwood this
stable.
whole
We
time.
got to make sure we're financially stable because what
I gotta
happens
go
is
do research on this.
when there's a lot of vacancies and foreclosures,
Yeah.
the vultures come in.
And they maximize.
Yeah, they was paying
Yes.
big money too to get people out their homes. They get-
Gentrification is happening
That's
all
crazy.
over Miami.
Yeah, when was Spitter Day County 305. Y'all already know we live right now. You feel me? In the 305 Strong on Radio. Shout out everybody right now in the building.
Yes.
You know? Let's go.
We're gonna have to record that. Go.
Yes, this is King Kevin Dorival in the building. Thank you, Strong Arm Radio, for having me and these gentlemen here. You can find me my website, KevinDorival.com. That's DORIVAL.com or 7queens7kings.com. That's how you can get the book that's coming out 7/7/17. As a matter of fact, on July 21st and 22nd, I'm not hosting, but I'm being featured at the South Florida Book Festival in Fort Lauderdale. Come check it out. Go to my website. Follow me on Instagram at Courage to Believe. That's number 2 at Courage to Believe. And bless up. And my key to success, and I want to make sure I say that, I practice something called SBE. So everybody here repeat after me, right? Speak it.
Speak it.
Believe it.
Believe it.
Execute the plan.
Execute the plan.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Y'all better SBE in this room. Okay. All right. Well, you had 3 incredible guests tonight. And all 3 guests, which I just realized, have projects coming out in the next week or so. So that's how y'all make sure y'all check them each out. Y'all make sure y'all follow them on Instagram, hit up their social media. Y'all support their products. It's 3 men doing 3 totally different things. And they positive about it. They're positive in the community, y'all. There we go. So.
And before we leave, for the ladies that are listening, are you all looking for queens? Huh?
Man, I'm
Yes.
focused right now.
Keep working. Good answer. We know he's single.
Yeah,
Boston's
don't let
single.
them get you off your thing. They'll talk you off
No,
your pedestal.
it's
man.
not that, guys. When you come on the show, sometimes we gotta ask you some questions.
I look for all the queens I can accumulate, and it's not on some.
This man
Wow.
got all the
It's
people.
it's not on nothing on no type of play or nothing
Straight
like
up,
that.
straight up.
Ain't no black man ain't got nowhere without his queen. And I know in the game of chess, when you take that pawn across the other end, you can get another queen if you want it. So you better get that queen and you better accumulate them and you keep it real with them. And you empower them because they are only going to take.
That's what I'm talking about, bro.
Chips.
Stack them.
He is saying stack
Nah,
your chips.
He's the one that wants to sit up and put them on the bench. He said some of them got to be benched and you got to pick them up and then you got to like a reserve.
If you give me 2,
I'm not a team player. It don't work out like that.
you got me 2 too, I'm good.
That's why
We got to play something like fencing.
It's like it's real, but that bench play ain't for everybody.
No, but it was amazing, guys. You guys were such a dope vibe. Thank you so much. It was a dope episode. I really enjoyed it. I think that we spoke about a lot of topics. We actually all kind of correlated in it, and that wasn't even planned. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's starting his movement, you're starting your movement, and your movement is individualized as well. But the one thing that we all share in common is that we're all reaching the maximum of our own potentials, and that's what we are trying to achieve. And it's awesome when you see other people that share the same type of dreams and ambitions that we all do, that we want to move forward and we want to be better and we want to be a better version of ourselves.
Yes, and so before we go, I'm going to put in my plug. August 5th is the 9th annual Back to School Jam Fest in Orlando. And if you would like to donate to giving over 500 kids backpacks, full of school supplies, and all kinds of amazing things, haircuts, uniforms, just amazing things, hit us up at BluePrintExp Radio on Instagram, or you can hit me up info@southpromo.com. And we will see y'all next week, same time, same place, 9 p.m.
It's the Blueprint Experience.
Yes, remember, what's
Yeah.
your blueprint to
That's
success? Let's go.
Hey, brother, take one of those. Hey, take that copy. I need to take that.
Shelby, did that shit, girl. So how can we download it after? Just activate in my name.
You in Boston now?
Nah, live out here.
I think I'm gonna have a day with me, actually.
But no, you know, y'all, they be blaming me for this. I be wanna leave out the relationship. They blame me.
Come on, we have to take a picture before anybody leaves.
Let me go in peace. I'm letting you go. I'm letting you have your time with somebody.
Brother, hello, King. I appreciate you, man.
No,
Appreciate that job.
no, hey.
I think I like my money too.
I'm with you.
I work
I'm gonna take your
and
contact.
people I date, they want way
You
too
guys
much
trying to combine something or whatever, I'm always trying to meet intellectual minds.
Y'all already know we live in effect. They counting no pills. You heard it on radio. Y'all see us go down. Show my go down.
Y'all still recording? Y'all still recording? Ooh. Let me see.
Oh, this is B. Hold up. Look. See y'all coming up.
Yeah, like.
Straight up out the bottom. All these trials and tribulations got me drinking out the bottle. Whoa, hold up. I gotta go cop that, man. Cop that from that NEP. Coming out July 4th. It's going down.
Definitely, I got it.
I'll be in contact, for real. Nah, just take a picture of it.
Very well.
Nah, first break over here.
She should be holding it.
So we've been averaging.
Can I see it? Are you telling me?
She's
All the takes one.
But everybody, all the guests need to take. Oh, yeah, everybody.
Yeah.